Have you ever wondered why your belly seems harder to manage even though you eat less, stay active, and cut back on starch and sweets? Clothes start to feel tighter. Looking in the mirror, your waistline doesn't look the same. For many women over 50, this quiet concern can grow often without a clear starting point for change. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, up to 65% of women in the postmenopausal stage experience abdominal fat gain, even without eating more. Interestingly, the deeper cause does not lie entirely in diet or exercise. Dr. Lisa Mosconi, a leading expert in female brain health and hormones at Cornell University, made a striking discovery. She found that what we do in the 90 minutes before bed can strongly influence how the body stores fat, especially around the belly. Evening habits, which may seem unrelated, turn out to be a key link, affecting our body's internal clock. Is sleep quality and hormones, three elements closely connected to body shape changes in midlife. In this article, I want to invite you to explore a completely different approach. No strict dieting, no exhausting workouts, just learning to listen to your body, especially during the time it needs rest the most, the evening. By the end, I will share a simple nighttime habit that many women have used successfully to improve their sleep and gently calm the belly in a natural way. If you are over 50, I encourage you to read until the end. And if you are tuning in from another part of the world, feel free to leave a comment below. Your journey might just be the inspiration another woman is quietly looking for. After turning 50, many women start to notice a puzzling change. The belly no longer looks as slim as before. Even though their meals are lighter, daily walks remain consistent, and overall weight has not gone up significantly. This often leads to confusion and even self-blame, with the thought that perhaps they are not trying hard enough. But the truth is, the problem does not lie in the effort. It lies in how the body functions as time goes on. During the perimenopausal and postmenopausal stages, hormone levels in a woman's body begin to shift silently but powerfully. The decline of certain key hormones slows down the body's metabolism. As a result, the body tends to store more energy as fat, especially around the abdomen. This does not happen because the body is being stubborn. It happens because the body is trying to create a backup source of energy when older systems are no longer working as efficiently as before. In addition, the hormones that regulate hunger and fullness become less stable. This can cause some women to feel bloated or uncomfortable, even when eating very little. That feeling often leads to the false belief that weight gain must be due to overeating. In fact, even those who follow a healthy eating plan can still experience belly fat gain if their hormones and sleep patterns are not properly supported. Another key factor is sleep. When we do not get enough sleep, or when sleep is too shallow, the body produces more stress-related hormones. These hormones can increase fat storage, especially around the lower belly. This explains why many women who live a healthy lifestyle still struggle to maintain their shape after midlife. If you have ever felt like you are doing everything right, yet your belly remains unchanged, it may be time to take a closer look at something that seems unrelated: how you end your day and the kind of sleep you are getting each night. Right there, your body may be sending messages that are waiting to be heard. If daytime is when we move, engage, and interact with the outside world, then nighttime is when the body quietly resets, heals, and restores its internal balance. Unfortunately, this is also the time many people overlook or get wrong, leading to silent consequences that build up over the years. Among these, hormonal changes are some of the most subtle and sensitive. As the evening light begins to fade, The brain sends signals to the endocrine system to adjust certain hormones. These help the body shift from alertness to a more relaxed state. One of these hormones is melatonin, often called the body's night watchman. As melatonin raises, organs begin to rest. The nervous system calms down, and the body's metabolism enters a smooth and steady rhythm during sleep. However, if you stay up too late, are exposed to bright lights from phones or room lamps, or go to bed feeling worried, this natural process can be disrupted. According to research from Harvard University, people who go to bed after 11 p.m. and are regularly exposed to blue light before sleeping have up to a 40% higher risk of hormonal imbalance compared to those who go to bed earlier and limit electronic use at night. This imbalance can lead not only to fatigue and irritability, but also to a slower fat-burning process, making belly fat harder to reduce than it was in younger years. In addition, negative emotions gathered before bedtime, such as frustration, worry, or the habit of watching late-night news, can increase cortisol, a hormone that encourages the body to store fat, especially in the lower belly. So even seemingly harmless habits like scrolling through your phone in bed or carrying anxiety into your sleep may be quietly disrupting your body's natural rhythm, which it depends on to stay in balance. Ask yourself this simple question: what do you usually do in the 30 minutes before you close your eyes? The answer might explain why your belly no longer feels like it once did. There are things that happen at night that we often ignore, thinking they are simply signs of aging or poor sleep. In reality, they may be quiet signals that your hormones are out of balance. And if left unaddressed, it becomes harder for the body to return to its natural rhythm. One of the most common signs is waking up in the middle of the night without any clear reason. Often between 2 and 3 in the morning, you wake up not because of noise, not because you're too full or too hungry, just awake. Then, you might find it hard to fall back asleep. Or even if you do, you still wake up feeling tired and low on energy. This is a sign that your natural hormone cycle is being disrupted, especially melatonin and cortisol, two key players in sleep and belly fat regulation. Some women also report feeling restless or having a fast heartbeat while trying to fall asleep, even without a specific worry. A vague sense of unease or nervousness keeps them tossing and turning. This happens when the body has not yet made the proper shift from daytime alertness to nighttime rest, leading to an imbalance in the neuroendocrine system. Others notice a slight heaviness or bloating in the lower belly in the early morning, even after eating a light dinner at a reasonable hour. This suggests that overnight digestion and metabolism are not running smoothly often due to stress hormones or a lack of deep, restorative sleep. Your emotional state is another important clue. If you find yourself feeling slightly sad, reflective, or anxious for no clear reason in the evening, it may mean that serotonin and other mood-stabilizing hormones are declining as part of the nighttime cycle. These feelings not only disrupt sleep, but also quietly affect how the body stores fat, especially around the belly. Recognizing these signs is not meant to create more worry. It is a way to understand how your body communicates. And when you know how to listen, you can begin to support your body in recovering gently from the inside out. 3 evening habits to naturally balance hormones and reduce belly fat. If you have tried various diets and exercise routines, but still see no improvement in your belly area, you may be missing the simplest solution: 3 small evening habits. These are not quick fixes, but gentle steps that help your body reset its internal rhythm, balance hormones, and allow fat metabolism to happen naturally without force. The first habit is to reduce lighting in your home after 9 p.m. when the lights are dimmed. the body begins to produce melatonin, a hormone that helps you fall into deep sleep, calms the mind, and supports fat burning during the night. You do not need to turn off all lights, but try replacing bright white bulbs with soft yellow ones. Turn off phone screens or use night mode. According to research from Oxford University, reducing blue light exposure at least 1 hour before bed significantly improves hormone cycles in just 2 weeks. The second habit is to have a light and timely dinner. Aim to finish your meal before 7 p.m. and choose easy to digest foods like soup, steamed vegetables, fish, or tofu. Avoid fried, spicy, or heavily seasoned dishes, as they stress the digestive system and interfere with overnight hormonal repair and fat processing. A gentle dinner allows the body to rest instead of working hard to digest, helping your hormonal rhythm stay on track. Finally, spend 15 minutes doing a calming activity before bed, such as reading a gentle book, writing a few lines of gratitude, or simply sitting quietly with soft music. These peaceful moments help lower cortisol, a hormone that promotes belly fat when elevated at night. When the mind is calm, the body naturally follows, and your belly, too, will begin to lighten gently without pressure. If you keep up these 3 small habits for 3 weeks, you will likely notice a quiet but real shift, not just in your belly, but in how your body and mind feel when they are finally given the rest they deserve. A woman's body after 50 is like a garden in a changing season. Everything becomes more sensitive, more easily disrupted, especially in the evening, when the body's natural rhythm needs to wind down gently. So, along with the helpful habits that support your hormones, it is equally important to avoid certain nighttime behaviors that could quietly make your belly more stubborn with each passing night. The first is eating dinner too late or having a late night snack. When the stomach is still working, the endocrine system cannot fully focus on hormone regulation. Your digestive system needs to rest at least 2 hours before sleep. Eating late, even something as small as a glass of milk or a few cookies, can trigger insulin and disrupt fat metabolism, making your belly feel heavier in the morning. The second is engaging in arguments, overthinking, or consuming negative news before bed. Mental stress raises cortisol levels, a hormone that, if elevated in the evening, reduces melatonin production. This leads to poor sleep, emotional imbalance, belly fat buildup, and a slower metabolism. A study from the University of California found that people who regularly take in negative information at night are more than twice as likely to experience hormone imbalance. The third is spending too much time on your phone, tablet, or television before sleep. Blue light from screens is a silent enemy of sleep hormones. It tricks the body into thinking it is still daytime, halting melatonin production. Even if you go to bed on time, scrolling through your phone while lying down results in shallow sleep, not deep enough to trigger the body's natural repair processes. Lastly, avoid strong tea, coffee, or alcohol in the evening. These small drinks may seem harmless, but they can slightly increase heart rate, disrupt blood pressure, and interfere with the night's hormone cycle. Take a gentle moment to review your evening routine. By removing even one small habit, you create space for your body to restore its natural balance and begin to feel lighter. Night by night. When we are younger, we often spend our time caring for work, for family, and for those around us. But at a certain point in life, the body begins to speak up, not loudly, not forcefully, just a belly that quietly grows. Think sleep that becomes more fragile. Or a morning when you wake up and no longer feel quite like yourself. These signs are not your fault. They are gentle reminders that it is time to care for yourself in a different way, more thoughtfully, more gently, and more deeply. We have explored ideas around sleep, light, dinner, and emotions. None of these are meant to force you into a rigid routine. They are here to show you that just one small change before bedtime can help your body recalibrate, inhale, and return to its natural balance. A lighter belly, a deeper sleep, a morning that begins without exhaustion. It all starts by listening to yourself. If tonight you turn off the lights 15 minutes earlier, set your phone aside, enjoy a light meal, and sit quietly with your breath for just a few minutes, you've already taken the first step back to your inner calm. And that, too, is the first step toward a softer, more peaceful belly that no longer feels like a quiet burden each day. If you found today's content helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can continue this journey together toward healthy aging with wisdom and care. We'll keep sharing more videos about nourishing foods, gentle exercise, and natural methods to help you feel stronger, lighter, and more energized every day. Which nighttime habit are you practicing? Share in the comments below to help inspire other women on the same path.